Puzzlers, we own the night. Puzzle mania fills the room. Hearts racing, we feel the zoom. Victory is almost near. Speed and fun, we have no fear. Puzzle pieces like a storm. Shapes and edges we transform. Patterns forming under stress. Speed puzzling at our best. Every second counts today. Focus sharp, don't drift away. Lost in pieces, we unite. Building worlds with all our might. Whispers humming in the air, laughing, dancing without care. From the chaos, order springs, puzzles solved in joyful flings. Pieces flying in the air, clock is ticking, no time to spare. Colors blend into the scene, solving puzzles like a dream. Hands are moving light and quick, got our tricks and perfect flicks. Every corner piece fits tight. Speed puzzlers, we own the night. Puzzle mania fills the room. Hearts racing, we feel the zoom. Victory is almost near. Speed and fun, we have no fear. Puzzle pieces like a storm. Shapes and edges we transform. Patterns forming under stress. Speed puzzling at our best. Every second counts today. Focus sharp, don't drift away. Lost in pieces, we unite. Building worlds with all our might. Whispers humming in the air, laughing, dancing without care. From the chaos, order springs, puzzles solved in joyful flings. Pieces flying in the air, clock is ticking, no time to spare. Colors blend into the scene, solving puzzles like a dream. Hands are moving light and quick, got our tricks and perfect flicks. Every corner piece fits tight. Speed puzzlers, we own the night. Puzzle mania fills the room. Hearts racing, we feel the zoom. Victory is almost near. Speed and fun, we have no fear. Puzzle pieces like a storm. Shapes and edges we transform. Patterns forming under stress. Speed puzzling at our best. Every second counts today. Focus sharp, don't drift away. Lost in pieces, we unite. Building worlds with all our might.
everyone, and welcome to tonight's Jigsaw Jam. Hopefully you can all hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Alright, thanks. Hi, nice to see you everyone. And welcome Catherine, who will be joining me as co-host tonight. And yeah, welcome to those who are following us on YouTube. So, nice to see a very uniform block of puzzles, all with the same wrapping paper. And yeah, we'll be getting started as in about 10 minutes. We'll be unwrapping the puzzles. Every corner piece fits tight. Speed puzzlers, we own the night. Puzzle mania fills the room.
Happy to be here again and excited to see what this beautiful wrapping paper will reveal. I saw some people were posting it as like part of their home decor, and I have to say it does look very like Art Deco stylish.
Yeah, I think people are getting more creative with their Instagram stories. They're like setting them up in like a vase of flowers or like next to the window.
Patterns forming under stress.
So it's very nice. Yeah, so tonight the theme. Also, we have had so we're starting with the theme for the competition. Just helped us with the interviews and just have a different direction in competition. So last week we had perseverance, community. I was interested to find out how people use YouTube for sharing puzzle content or being inspired. Yeah, so we asked the question to all the participants in the registration form. Do you watch puzzle content on YouTube or another video platform, and what are your favorite channels? So I'd love to hear from you, Catherine, and Taya.
Yes, before I answer, maybe we have to check the sound on YouTube because it looks like the music is still playing.
Yes, I've turned it off. Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, too many buttons. There's like 20 different things to do. So sorry about that. Yeah, normally I turn the music off, so I'm sorry about that. We were just saying that we're gonna the theme for tonight is YouTube, and we'll be chatting a bit about that. Okay, it's better now.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay between when people are writing something in the chat and like when we react, just because of how the live stream works. So sometimes it takes us a couple of like half a minute or so to figure out that you're screaming something at us.
Yeah, my husband just came and told me as well, so he saw that on the chat as well. But yeah, so I'll start with a question. So Catherine, how do you use YouTube, and what kind of content do you watch?
Yeah, I think I have the same boring answer that a lot of the people also have, even though I don't think it's that boring. My first into the whole puzzle community was Karen Puzzles. She has a wide reach, and it was also through her channel that I even learned about speed puzzling. I was already following her before, just because she has really interesting videos also about puzzle history, and she has like deep dives into certain brands and things like that. So I just really enjoy her channel, even if it's not always about speed puzzling. And since I have discovered her, I have discovered many other YouTube puzzlers like Jeanette and Donna Louise and Emilia, and recently there's this one guy who always pops up. I think his name is like Jigsaw Johnny or Joni. I don't know how you pronounce it, but he's new to speed puzzling, and it's really interesting to see like the approach of someone who is kind of tackling the sport as a complete beginner.
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with all of those too. It's like once you start following one, then other ones keep getting suggested as well. How about you, Taya?
Well, it's Karen Puzzles for me too. She got me into puzzling in the first place. So I watch her, and I like puzzling happiness. I like to puzzle and listen their live streams. It's so entertaining. And puzzle with Emilia and also Donna Lewis and the other Jigsaw Juby, Janet. But it's very occasional.
Yeah, so I started also with Karen Puzzles video. That was so my entry into the sport, or even watching any puzzle content. I'd never even searched for puzzle content before, so I don't even know why it was suggested to me, but somehow it was. I think it's for many people, they weren't even searching or didn't even know that puzzle content existed, and it was suggested. Yeah, and then of course I watched the live streams, so then tried to catch up on what else there was, and from there then I started seeing people like Donna Louise and Jeanette and Vicky and Amelia, and so now I follow like so many. So we also asked, so also interesting, we asked the question to our participants, and also very similar. The number one was Karen Puzzles, of course. 2 was the world live streams, and then Amelia was mentioned several times. It's been
and grandma puzzles as well.
Yeah, so that's another one. There's like this another world of like Twitch, which is more for live streaming. I did, out of curiosity, the other day, Madara posted a link, so I did watch her live stream, and then I was looking around like, who's this Gma that people keep mentioning. But I was actually surprised. I have to say, so many people said they don't watch any puzzle related content on YouTube except for the Euro Jigsaw Jams, and I was all typical Karen puzzles. So I was quite surprised, because I was like people like Donna Louise and Vicky have like 20,000 plus followers, and so I'm like, then who's watching them? There must be like, is that just casual puzzlers? Speed puzzlers are too busy training, they don't have time. So I'm wondering like, what else are people watching? But I'm sure we'll find out a bit more about that as we go along. And it looks like most people have arrived. We have 86 people registered for today, and 88 people there, so there'll be more coming soon. So I'll just double check everything and then we can do the reveal. So thanks Taya and Catherine, and catch up with you later. All right.
Seeing people sweeping their tables. Get rid of that leftover puzzle dust from your most recent puzzle. Everybody looks excited, ready to rip open the paper.
Okay, we just had another 2 people enter, so I think we are getting close. There's a couple of people with double devices. Okay, looks like we are complete. So yes, everyone, you may unwrap your... Okay, Letizia, you're supposed to wait until I say... until I tell everyone. Letizia's already unwrapped hers, but next time please wait. Everybody else, you can unwrap your puzzles now and cut off the stickers. Yes, there are stickers.
This is always the most exciting moment for me when I'm watching at home and I'm thinking, what's this puzzle?
So please remove the wrapping paper and remove the stickers, slice them open, and then place the puzzle back onto the table, ready to go.
So this looks like a puzzle in portrait mode. So I'm assuming that, as per usual, some contestants are gonna not do it in portrait mode. because we always have those people that that just always do it landscape no matter what. Yeah, the stickers look difficult to remove. Maybe cut them open instead of peeling them off.
Okay, then let's do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck,
and
everyone.
they're rough. Good luck. Look at the hustle and bustle. Sometimes I wish in the beginning we could like hear all the sounds of when people are dumping the pieces out, and it's just this like ASMR moment of like everyone just like flipping the pieces and stuff. I love that sound when I'm puzzling myself.
I wish I heard it, the sounds of what everybody thought of the puzzle when they unwrapped.
Yeah, like first reactions, like ooh, ah.
Yeah, so this is the puzzle today. It's from Nathan. It is called, it's a French name, Les Baches du Lac de Braies, Italia. So it's Lake Braies in Italy. It looks very similar to another one from Clementoni. Clementoni has one pretty much from the same angle, but at a different time of day. It's a bit more turquoise colored. So yeah, mountain scene with reflections in the water. It's a photo, and we have 2 rowboats. It's the Ravensburger cut.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we'll be doing tonight.
Yeah, that's a beautiful photograph, one that I would not like to speed puzzle actually. So I'm really curious to see how our competitors are doing today. I'm assuming there's going to be a good amount of sorting going on, because these the mountain and the sky and the water and the boat are all very distinct from each other. So there's definitely potential for people to do a good sort right at the beginning. And otherwise, I feel like the image is kind of separated in like 2 parts, like everything water and then everything atop. And I'm also curious to see what people will start with. Michelle, could you maybe write the name of the puzzle into the chat?
Yep, I've just done that now.
You did it.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to have a look at the image closer up, they can just search for the Nathan puzzle and have a look. So on screen we have Aaron from the UK, Agata from Poland, Aidan from Switzerland, Alina from Germany, Andrea from USA, and Andreas from Belgium.
Yeah, and as you would expect in the beginning, people are flipping and flipping and flipping. We're only at 3 minutes, so the very fast puzzlers might have just finished their flip right about now, but like most people need more like 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes to do the flip. Les Barques du Lac de Braies. Okay.
Yeah, something I notice is that as Andrea is doing her flip, she's keeping the pieces quite close together, like the pile is quite close, whereas the others have more spread out and use the table. So she's definitely keeping her pieces closer together. And yeah, I feel the need to always make things as flat as possible. That looks like she's pulled out the border.
The edge, yes. I personally, I'm also more of a rainbow spread style. I really admire people who can just like put all of their pieces in one spot and then like work from that. We've seen a lot of fast puzzlers do that. Not just Andrea, but I've noticed Emilia is doing that. Some other people are doing that as well. But you know, we have other really fast puzzlers who also do rainbow spreads. And have a little bit more chaos in the beginning.
Yeah, but at least she has everything on one side. So she doesn't have to be reaching up and over or around. She only has to look into one side, and it keeps things a lot neater. So we have Anna from Cyprus, Anna from Germany, Anna from Sweden, and Anna from Germany, and Annemie from Switzerland. So all the Annas.
Yes. A lot of Annas today. You should have a club, the Jigsaw Puzzle, Anna Jigsaw Puzzle Club. I know there's even more Annas that I just know like out of my head. There's also an Anna from Austria that is sometimes competing. So, you should get together. Yeah, I see a lot of blue when I look at people's pieces. And I see a lot of people are kind of separating out that lighter part. I'm assuming that's the sky that people are putting there to the side.
Yeah, the sky is more of a whiter, it's like a mostly cloudy sky. It's a light tinge of blue.
Yeah, so there is like a slight gradient in the sky, but yeah, indeed it looks like mostly white. And then we have it again in the reflection in the water. So yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, so I'll leave it.
Yeah, Anna has started with the sky, it looks like. The first Anna. While others are still sorting. And I think Annemie has started with the boat, if I see correctly. Two interesting places to start, very opposite of each other. So I'm curious to see how people are going to continue from here on.
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many colors in the image. So, yeah, I mean, the whiter sky does stand out against the different shades of green. And yeah, definitely in the water, the brown boats, there's two brown boats, and then like a walkway or a jetty descending into the water definitely stand out as well. But yeah, everyone's off to a great start.
We have our first guess for a time from the chat. If you want to like make a guess, do one now in the beginning, because if you do one in 30 minutes, then I can't count it because you have seen too much of the image. So the first guess would be 42 minutes for this puzzle, which, yeah, I would also make a guess somewhere around like the 40-minute mark for the super fast puzzlers, that they should technically be able to do it that fast. But, you never know. Photographs can sometimes, yeah, because I think a tendency of speed puzzles is to not practice as many photographs, because it's just, they are harder. And I think a lot of speed puzzlers want to like, do puzzles that they can be fast at. So I think in general, there's like maybe less experience with puzzles, and so it's like harder to guess how fast you're going to be with a photograph.
Yeah, photographs just tend to be less fun. Yeah, we haven't had that many photos in the Jigsaw Jam. We had the Bora Bora Tahiti, which was a pretty tricky one. And yeah, of course, but it's yeah, this one is a good one for practicing for the national competitions that are coming up, where there will be lots of Ravensburger being used. And of course, the new releases that came out in January are mostly photos as well. Landscapes, yes. Animals. Yeah, I think the majority of them look really tricky. So I think this is good practice.
They do. For that. It definitely is. And one of the puzzles that won Jigsaw Puzzle of the Year was the photograph boathouses in Smokton. Is that the title? Mm-hmm. The one that was also used at the World Championship. And, as an example for a photograph that goes fast, that is definitely one of those examples. The boathouses, they are very fast compared to like other photographs. I think the new nature line that they have with all the close-up photographs of like insects and stuff, they seem very hard. I don't have one of those, so if you have them, let me know how hard they are. So who do we have on the screen?
So here we have Aurelia from Germany, Barbara from Austria, Berit from Germany, Birgit from Germany, and Cameron from Canada.
We see Birgit is using trays that we don't see that very often with the 500-piece puzzles. But I think with a puzzle like this that you can really sort so clearly into the different sections, it might not be a bad strategy to have the different sections on different puzzle boards and just kind of forget about all the other pieces that you have in front of you. Berit has made a good start with the sky, and so did Aurélie and Barbara, starting with the edge. And Cameron is also busy with the edge, but everyone seems to be kind of starting with the edge from the top down. Because I'm assuming, yeah, it's probably easier to see the pieces there, especially if you have a dark table with this puzzle. Could be harder to see the ocean and the darker areas of the photograph.
So we have Catherine from the USA, Charlene from Switzerland, Claudia from Germany, Daria from Denmark, and Amelia from Finland. So Amelia is actually live streaming tonight on her Twitch channel. So she's experimenting with that. I think that's her third competition now that she's live streaming on the Twitch platform. Yeah, so we're seeing more guesses in the 40s. Yeah, so we have had a few harder puzzles recently. But
Which is not a bad thing. I think it's good to have hard puzzles in competitions because then you can really measure who's the better puzzler, I think, than if you have a really easy puzzle that someone like me could get lucky in and just be really good at that easy puzzle and get a good time. Whereas I think with harder puzzles, it's hard for everyone. So you get a little bit of a more even playing field.
Yeah, here we're seeing some boats being built. Catherine's made a great start on the walkway. How would you call that? Is it a wharf or a jetty? Something like that.
Yeah.
The staircase going into the water. Amelia also has the boat, and Daria as well. So yeah, nice to see a nice complete section already. So good on everyone.
Yeah, Amelia has the edge complete, has the boats complete, has the walkway done, and is now picking out these pieces, the sky pieces, to probably continue building there.
So I'll leave Amelia a bit longer on the screen. And of course, Amelia is one of the most well-known puzzling YouTubers, and I've definitely benefited from a lot of her content. That definitely helped me change my mindset from a casual puzzler to a speed puzzler. So she's doing great things there, and also with her tips and program for people wanting to, what is it called? Membership. Speed up membership. Yeah, the speed up membership for more tips and training sessions specifically for speed puzzling. All right, on the screen we have Emma from Sweden, Eric from the Netherlands, Everly from Estonia, Fanny from France, and Francisca from Germany.
Yeah, so Emma is also building on the boats right now. She has her puzzle sideways, so in horizontal format, just like, never mind. I thought Everly also had it that way, but she doesn't. So she's building the boats sideways, which I always have myself a little bit of a problem with, because I have to you have to think in 90 degrees. So if I do that, then I also turn my box the same way as I do the puzzle in. So, but she has the box. No, she also has it sideways. Yeah, okay, so she's doing that. Yeah, otherwise, I don't know how you would do it. Then you have to do all this extra mental work. Eric is also working on the edge. He has the what should we call the pathway into the water done, is working on the boat on the edge. Evely is also working on the edge, is pulling out some of the white pieces of the sky. Funny has done like a sword and is also working on the edge, what it looks like. Her table looks a little bit small for building like a 500-piece puzzle. So I wonder if she struggles with that a little bit. Once the edge is complete, I don't know where she would put it on her table, but I think probably she's used to puzzling like that. And then we have Franziska, who is a bit hard to see what she already has, but it looks like she has the top row of the edge and like the boats and the water pathway.
Yeah, but really nice to see the borders and sections being built. So I think the final frontier will be the mountains. And the reflections of the mountains. That's definitely where I ended up at the end. Okay, so let's move on to, here we have Freya from Denmark. Frida from Germany, Frishina from Hungary, Graham from the UK, and Inga S from Lithuania. And Inga S is doing some amazing work there on the sky. The whole top border and filled in basically the skylines. So there's like a little blue corner in the top hand right, and then the rest is quite cloudy looking. So
I like this technique when you have a portrait puzzle and you start with the top and you just kind of build your way from the top down, but you start close to you. So you're like kind of building it slowly away from you, instead of having the whole edge done and then kind of having to lean over when you're working on that top section. And I think this is a puzzle where you can probably do it like that, since the sky is like such an easy part to pull out of the masses. Freya is working on the boat and has like a little bit of the sky section done. Frida is also working on the boat and has also parts of the edge done already and of the pathway into the water. Frugena is working a little bit everywhere. She's like placing pieces. It looks like she's working on the sky, or maybe it is like the edge between the mountains and the sky that she's working on. But she already has the boat done, she has the pathway done, and she has also part of the border done.
Yeah, it looks like she's hopping around a bit. Looked like she started with the border and then didn't quite get it finished, and then found that the horizon line where the mountains meet the sky looks like a better spot. So yeah, it's okay to abandon one section and come back to it later.
Yeah, that's something you have to learn also when you're trying to become a speed puzzler, is to not be super stubborn with your picks. Sometimes so you have to have the wiseness. You have to be wise enough to recognize when maybe something isn't working, and it'll be easier to do it later on when you have more of another section done already.
Yeah, because that color, there's a lot of this dark green color. So I can understand why, if you look back at her pile, like there's so much dark green there from the reflection of the water, the trees on the mountain, and also at the very bottom of the water, it also has, again, this really dark green color. So it is a bit hard to find specific pieces of that dark green.
Yeah, and let's not forget, most of these people are working with artificial lights because it is dark in most of Europe, where most of these people are puzzling from. And to differentiate colors in artificial light is not always, it's not always easy, especially if you have, a light source that is maybe has a little bit of a glare. And I know that the Nathan puzzles are a little bit more shiny than the Ravensburger puzzles. So depending on where your light source is, that could be a little problem.
Yeah, so wow, Inga from the Netherlands has Top Sky and the boat built out, looking fantastic there.
Yeah.
We also have Iris from Denmark, Irma from Switzerland, Janine from Germany, and Jana Lena from Germany.
Yeah, no surprise. Inga has done a lot of work. She's a really fast puzzler here from the Netherlands, and yeah, she's like speeding through this, and you can also see it in the way that she's working. That she's there to compete. Like she's not here for a fun time.
Yeah, you can see how many
for
pieces she picks up in one go. I mean, her it's not just like, oh, I pick one here and I pick one there. It's like both of her hands are full before she drops them off on top of her. She's decided, yeah, she's committed.
Yeah.
She's doing the mountains, and she's gone through both hands, goes back to the pile, picks up everything and drops it off. So very interesting to see how she pulls that all together.
Yeah, Iris also has the edge between the sky and the mountains done, and it looks like she's working her way down. So it looks like she's also working on the mountain instead of the sky, which is unusual because most of the other people are keeping the mountains for later. She also has the boat done. She has the edge done, and is pretty much has a good like little rhythm going. Irma is also doing her puzzle sideways. I really admire when people can do their puzzle sideways. And we have Janine, who's working on the sky, and Jana Lena, who has just finished the edge.
Yeah, so now I'm leaving Inga on the screen a bit longer so we can track her progress. We also have Jenny from Finland, Jessica from USA, Johanna from Germany, Jonas from Germany, and Jörn from Germany. And I can use this moment to do a little bit of advertising. So Jörn, Fruji, myself, and 3 others will be commentating the live stream for the German Nationals, which will be on February 8th to the 9th. So not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Yeah, so there will be 3 individual rounds, 2 pairs, and then a team's final, individual final, and pairs final. And everything will be commentated and streamed on the YouTube channel of puzzleverein.de. And yes, so Jörn is not... so most of them are all participating as well and commentating, and I'm just commentating. So you'll get to know Jörn a bit more in the coming week.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to not only the German championship, but all the championships that are coming up now in the spring. It's really and just other competitions that are coming up in the spring. It feels like the off season is over and the puzzle season has started.
Yeah, and let us know if you hear of any other championships that are having live streams. As far as we know, it's only like the Americans and the Germans. But yeah, if you know of any other countries that will be streaming their nationals, let us know.
Yeah, I want to follow everything. I really like Jenny's view. It's like really top down, and it kind of gives you like a really good idea of the space that the puzzle takes up, and how much blue actually is in this puzzle, or green. Jessica has a really good advantage here. She has daylight, so I hope you take advantage of your daylight and make the best out of that. She's working also her way from top down, just like Johanna, who is also working from the top down. And the same as Jörn, who is also working kind of from the top down and then left a little space for the mountains and continued building from the edge of the water down. And Jonas has just finished the edge and looks like he's picking out also the pieces to to build the sky.
Yeah, I just wanted to leave Jörn longer on the screen compare with Inga, because they've both done the sky. They've both done the top water section with the boat and the walkway. It looks like Inga is slightly ahead with more of the forest pieces done. And then now I just put Kati on the screen, and yeah, there's like half of the puzzle was done. So most of the water section is done as well. So racing ahead there. So we also have Judith from Germany, Ruka from Finland, Karin from Austria, Kati from Germany, and Kirsten K from Germany.
Yeah, Kati. Yeah, the I would say like Kati and Inge and Jörn are at a very similar stage, just that it looks like Kati has, yeah, like you said before, a little bit more of the water already filled in. We see Judith, who is doing really well, has the boat done. Seems like she's looking for things in her pile. We have Yuka, who also started from the top, has kind of like the edge done, but it's like pushed to the side. So it's kind of building like from the top down. Karin, who is also doing really well, has the boat done, is working on the sky. And Kerstin, who has like little islands of things floating around her desk.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave Kati on there. At the moment, it's Kati's is in the lead. But then I just put Christian on the screen. And I think Christian, it's 26 minutes. Okay, he's only got the mountains left to do. And like a little bit of the reflection. Okay, so Christian is, I mean, I knew this would be a good one for Christian because he does a lot of photograph puzzles and landscapes. Okay, so I'm going to have to move a bit faster before to see more people before he finishes. All right, so we have Kersti Kerjo from Finland, Christian from Poland, Lenka from Slovakia, Letizia from Switzerland, and Linda from the Netherlands. But I'm going to just keep Christian on there and keep moving. Because towards the end of the alphabet, we still have a lot of fast passes left to go.
Yes.
All right, we have Elizabeth from Liz Rose from Germany, Martia from the Netherlands, Maggie from not Austria, Magdalena. Sorry, I don't see a registration. So either from Austria or the Germany. Then we have Maya from Finland and Maya from Germany. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. Marcia
is also doing really well. She was one of the top people last time, and if you compare, she's not that far behind some of the other people that we've seen.
Okay, then we have Mandy from the Netherlands, Mari from USA, Maria from Slovakia, and Maria from Sweden. Oh, Christian has like, what, 20, 30 meters left? Like, this is insane. Yes. Okay, I don't see anyone anywhere close to Christian. I'm going to jump ahead and check out some other speedsters. Rena, Saka, Veronica, and Victor. And Verena. Okay. So going to keep Victor up a bit longer. And then let's go back and check in. Who was towards the top? That was Kati. It was Inga.
Yeah, so Christian
has like 10 pieces left.
Yeah, he has like 10 pieces left. He's speeding through it. He's putting one piece in after the other, and now with only so many pieces left, it's gonna go fast. So all of your predictions, guys, were way off.
Will he make it in 30 minutes?
Yeah, maybe just not. But this is amazing. And there we go.
Boom! 30 minutes and 7 seconds.
Well done.
Wow, amazing, Christian. That's like the record for...
And he's exhausted.
the fastest record for the Euro Jigsaw Jam was like 30-something minutes, but like 33, 34 minutes. Wow, okay, wow, that is amazing. Christian just won at 30 minutes. We weren't...
That's crazy.
We weren't expecting a time like that on this puzzle.
No,
but...
we were taking our sweet time, like talking about everyone and showing everyone. Congratulations, Christian. I don't think anyone's going to be like super close to you. And yeah, you're exhausted. But yeah, there we see it pays off, like practicing photographs and just landscapes and stuff. And I know he's also doing lots of these giant puzzles, and I have a suspicion that also pays off when you're used to doing like huge puzzles and then suddenly you only do a 500-piece puzzle. That it seems really, really fast.
Yeah, so the only, I mean, the closest people would be Victor, but Victor still has like 50 pieces, Kati, like basically all the whole mountain section left. And Inga as well. So it looks like there's going to be quite a big gap. Amelia's making good headway, also has the mountain section to fill in, but it's going to be a significant gap to second place at this point. I can't see anyone else anywhere near close.
No, I mean, second place is open for everyone, really. I mean, anyone could be second.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to the rest of the alphabet and we'll check back. I think we have like 5 minutes before the next finish, but who knows? We might be completely off. Let's go back to where we were.
I feel like Victor has kind of now kicked into gear. I feel like he's getting faster now that he knows somebody has finished.
Well, it could be the second week that it's a first and second to Poland. Because with the Gibson's puzzle with the train, that was first Christian and second Victor. So maybe we'll see a repeat. All right, so I've just put Marie on the screen from Norway, Marlene from the Netherlands, Martina from Netherlands, Michelle from Germany, and Mandy from the Netherlands as well. So yeah, don't freak out just because Christian finished. You've still got 90 minutes. The rest, everybody else. But yeah, great to see borders and sections going, looking good, everyone. Let's keep moving. And you're doing great there, Victor. Okay, so we have Monica from Poland, Nia from the UK, Nicole from Germany, Nevis from Croatia, and Olivia from Poland.
Yeah, and you know what? Olivia's also looks pretty good. She still has to do the darker parts of the ocean at the bottom, and the mountains. But otherwise, she's also looking really good. Nia has done all the lighter areas of the puzzle, just like Nicole. Monica's working on the, it looks like the reflection. And Neves is working on the boats.
Yeah, so I just want to check the fastest times in Q4 was Alejandro with 34 minutes. So Christian just bet the Euro Jigsaw Jam record by 4 minutes. So congrats.
That is bananas.
Impressive. Amazing. All right, we have Patrick from Switzerland, Rachel from Denmark, Radka from Slovakia, Ramona from Switzerland, and Rina from Finland.
I never noticed that Patrick from Switzerland has like little mascots on a table. What is that? Like a pterodactyl and what's the other thing?
The other one is like the little cat that it's got a puzzle piece attached to it, and that was I think he said it was a gift from his niece or from a child. Very cute. And he always makes his own he's got like his own place name, like at the Worlds, Switzerland, Patrick Iniger, Euro Jigsaw Jam. I always like seeing that.
Yeah, that's fun.
So let's go to Rina. Okay, I better just double check how the
Victor's still working on the darker parts of the water, and looks like he's closing in on the water, but he still has most of the mountain to do.
Okay, we have Sandra from Germany. Two Sandras, Sandra S. Sauser from Germany and Sandra Scherer from Switzerland, Sana from Finland, Saka from Czech, and Saskia from Germany. Okay. But we've almost reached the end of the alphabet. We started at A and we're almost up to W for Victor. So usually Victor is at the very end.
Yeah.
So we made it. We're at 36 minutes and we're going to get everyone introduced. There we go. So the last people, we have Simona from Germany, Verena from Austria, and Veronica from Slovakia.
Yeah, Simona is also working from the top to bottom. She has like a shape sort going on, and is working on the mountain, I'm assuming, that she has shape sorted. Then we have Verena, who has done really good progress. She only has the mountain left and the really dark reflections of the water. And then Veronica has done kind of all the outlines of everything, and she just kind of has to like fill it in now.
Okay. So Victor has, what's that, 30 pieces left, 20 pieces. Let's head back to the top of the alphabet and see how Andrea is getting on. And Anami. And Amelia. And Inga. And Iris.
All right. So Victor is in the end phase of his thing. He's working on the mountains. We have Andrea, who has also like the outlines done of everything basically, and is like filling in she has finished the mountains, and she's working on the darker parts of the water, but she also still has to do the lighter parts of the water, but I'm assuming that'll go really fast. Anami has done like a reverse and has like started from the bottom and is working her way up, so she has to do also still the sky, but I'm also going to assume that one's going to go a bit faster. Emilia has to fill in the darker parts of the water and some of the mountains. It's a little bit hard to see what Inge has to do, but it looks like she only has water left, but like all of the water basically, except for like the really bright parts of the water. And Victor is like frantically trying to fit these pieces in into the mountain. They are gonna go in, I promise. You just have to figure out where they go and like how they are turned and stuff. I'm assuming the mountains are relatively hard also because of the texture, right? It's like hard to see which way they're going to go in, and you just kind of have to try and see if the piece fits. So there's going to be a lot of like trial and error with the mountains as we're reaching the puzzlers here reach the mountain range. Since it seems like most of the people are finishing with that, except for Andrea. I wonder how she tackled the mountains.
Yeah, so it looks like Victor will claim outright second, but there's so many people who are in the next batch, like who are all working on that mountain section. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so Emilia, Inga, Kati, Alenka, and Mari all looking good there. All, yeah, slowing down as they get to this sloggy section.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough, especially if you keep like the harder section for the end, and then to put like all of your power into doing that. But you're already exhausted. You've been speed puzzling for 40 minutes at this point, and given it your all. So it's it's not easy to do that at the end. And we are now officially 10 minutes after the first person has finished, which
wow,
I don't think we ever had that before.
No.
That there was that big of a gap. Oh, but Victor.
And Victor.
Oh, he did it.
Victor, but he was, no, you're right, it was a 10-minute gap. So 11 minutes. Second place. Well done, Victor. Only 11 minutes behind Christian. Well, we have never had such a lead. I mean, in the Euro Jigsaw Jam number 44 with the Winter Bunny, there was like 5.5 minute gap between Hannah and Kati, which was, a really significant gap. But 11 minutes is insane. So that Christian is, that's the reason why he's the number 3 in the world.
Yeah. And it's crazy because last time there was not that big of a gap between Christian and Victor. They were like relatively like close-ish, right? Like much closer anyways than like 11 minutes.
Yeah, there was 1 minute and just under 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to wonder if Christian has just been practicing these types of puzzles, if this is like exactly like the type of puzzle that he likes.
Well, he really likes big puzzles, and he has a lot of Castellan puzzles, and they use a lot of like landscapes and castles, and often the larger puzzles also have like large sections of water and animals and fur. So this is really like up his alley. So I think he's really got an advantage when it comes to photography, whereas a lot of people are good at illustrations, but he really excels at photography. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, it looks like Emilia might be in the running for second place. I don't really see. Oh yeah, and Kati. So it's Emilia and Kati probably for third and fourth place.
But Maya von Borstel from Germany, she is doing really well. She also only has like this narrow strip of forest in the middle, or the dark water.
Oh yeah, there she is. I didn't have her on my screen. Sorry, Maya. But and she has to work only on the dark parts, and I think the darker parts are probably easier than the mountain range. Just from what I see, like how long people are busy with the mountain compared to the darker spaces. So there's 3 contenders for place number 3. I'm looking through everybody's screen a little bit to see if there's maybe somebody else that is also close to finishing right now. Yeah, but I think it's going to be between Emilia, Kati, and maybe Maya. It's like hard to say because Maya's working on a different section than the other two. So I just have to see what's going to happen. But they are definitely going to finish within the next couple of minutes, I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm just going over to Mari, who has finished all of the top parts and is only working on the light water section at the bottom and filling in some of those darker pieces in the middle. So she might just like race past the other people because she's done the harder parts of the puzzle first. But I don't know if she'll manage a third place. I don't know, but
So I've just added Verena to the screen, and she has like little pockets that are missing pieces. So whereas Emilia has like a strip going from left to right, and Inga and Maya have like large patches, she's just got like little pockets to fill in. So Verena joined like the top 6 recently. She's been doing really well. Haven't had a chat with her yet. Oh, Kati made it.
Kati's done.
So Kati maintains her record. Now that's number 8 of her 8th competition in a row on the podium. Well done. So 5 minutes behind Victor. Yeah, so this one is really quite a testing puzzle because the gaps are quite far apart. I mean, we had 11 minutes between first and second place, and now 5 minutes between second and third. Well done, Kati. Yeah.
Which is unusual. And Emilia is putting the last pieces in. Yes. 1 more piece, 2 more pieces. And there we go. Emilia's done. Congratulations. 4th place. Exhausted. I feel like that's the feeling so far everybody had after finishing this puzzle is like, oof, like exhaustion.
And Verena, well done.
Verena, top 5. Good job. This is amazing to me that anyone can finish this in. And Maya's also done. Oh, now they're coming. Now everything's happening really fast.
So now the rest are catching up. All right. So yeah, that came in close. So Kati and Emilia were in the same minute, and then Verena and Maya 1 minute after that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see Inga working on the water. We see Mari working on the water. Who else do we have there? Andrea. Let me pin you to my screen. Is also working on the water. So we have a bunch of people now coming that have the bottom to finish, which it looks like it's going in faster than the mountain range. Like when I watch like Mari puzzle, she's just like picks a piece and bloop, 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 plops them in. Who else do we have? We have Anemi, who is working on the mountain range. And Marce also only has like, I don't know, maybe 20 pieces left.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be Mari next.
Yeah.
And there is like a gradient in the water. It's very dark towards the border, and heading up towards the middle of the image, it does get lighter. But I did have some pieces where I thought they were down in the dark water, and they ended up being in the reflection.
Mm-hmm.
So because that color is repeated. All right.
Yeah, I feel like the water must be an easier section to work on than the mountain because of that gradient. But I do see that Mari's doing a sword a quick sort on the little puzzle board. I love those little tiny puzzle boards that they have in the US. And they're so genius because there's one edge that doesn't have a border, so you can just slide them in. Oh my God, Marcia is finishing, isn't she? Yes.
Well done, Marcia. 7th to Marcia.
Woohoo.
Oh yes, so Richard asks, how did I do with this puzzle? Well, I would not be finishing for a while. I did this in 1 hour and 16 minutes and 40 seconds. And I was actually pretty pleased with this because I'm not good at all with these style of images. Well done, Mari.
Mari. Well done.
8th place to Mari. Okay, so on screen we still have Inga, Andrea, Lenka, and Rena. Who else is in the running? Veronica must be getting near by now. Yes, Veronica closing in on the 2 patches of a sea. Emma still working on the sea and has the mountains to go. Saka must also be closing in on the finish. Yes. So just 2 pockets, a little patch in the sky and a little patch in the water for Saka.
Andrea putting in the last piece. Well done, Andrea. Yeah, this is one of the tougher puzzles, I would say, that we've had here at the Euro Jigsaw Jams. And it's amazing to me to see how all of these people can finish under an hour.
Okay, so we have 9 places now and 10. It looks like a tight finish between Inga or Lenka. Both have about 10 pieces left, but can't see exactly how many Rena has in the top right hand corner. She's got her pieces placed on the board on top of each other with a white background. So she's working on the white sky on the white background, but I think Rena has it.
Yeah, it's hard to see. I mean, Inga only has like 7 pieces left.
So 10th place, who's it going to take? I think it'll be Inga. Just a couple of gaps. Yes.
Inga has like, oh, there we go.
Yes, okay.
She's done.
Inga claims 10th spot.
Well done, Inga.
And Anami must also be getting to the end. Yes, so she started to sort her mountain pieces.
Yeah, she has the 1 mountain left.
Oh, Rena has an extra piece.
Oh, but she's done. Yeah.
Done.
Well done, Rena, 11th.
Okay, so yeah, the finishes are coming a lot closer now, like with 1 or 2 minutes. So yeah, every minute or 2 there is a finish. So things are really rolling now. Nia Marvin, your camera is turned off. Can you please check that, Nia Marvin? All right, and Lenka is done. Excellent.
Well done, Lenka.
So top 10. Christian, Victor, Kati, Amelia, Verena, Maya, Marcia, Mari, Andrea, and Inga.
And what a feat. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how long I would need for a puzzle like this. Probably longer than everybody who is finishing right now, who has already finished. So yeah, this is great. And honestly, we took our sweet time in the beginning, just talking and looking at people, and we totally missed that there was one person, one person who was so far ahead that
well, I knew we were getting to him, but I thought I just thought we had more time.
Well done, Annemie and Saka, done almost at the same time.
Yeah, no, this one is a trickier puzzle, and but yeah, don't underestimate Christian. He's got some superpowers. So yeah, everyone else is doing well. Large sections built out. Veronica also done. So yeah, soon we'll be. So we're at 15 finishes now, and the time is 55 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, anyone who can squeeze in under the 1 hour mark, you have about 4 minutes left if you want to make it under the hour.
So 6 people finished under 50 minutes. So normally there's about 10 to 15, sometimes 17 or 19 people who finish under 50 minutes. So that's also a benchmark to see how hard a puzzle is how many people finish under 50. But yeah. But Frushi is doing really well. She's been practicing a lot of Nathan puzzles recently since she discovered it in the Euro Jigsaw Jam. She ordered a few for herself and has been training with them. So I've also put Patrick on the screen, who's just getting down to the mountains, got that strip of mountains to fill in. Oh, and just got a message. I need to check out Jörn. He's about to finish. Looking good, Jörn. And Olivia P. Yes, very close. Just a few pieces in the sky.
Oh, so she's ending with the sky, the part that most people started with. There we go. Done. All right. Yeah, Jörn has like maybe 10 pieces left. And then we have Karin, who is working on the darker parts of the water. And Patrick has turned his puzzle around so that he doesn't have to lean over the puzzle to work on the mountains, which is a smart idea because, whether you do the mountains upside down or not, I don't think it'll make a big difference.
Oh, Francisca just sneaked in. We didn't have her on screen.
You sneaked in. Well done, Francisca.
Under the hour.
And Jörn is done. Good job. Also exhausted. Everyone's face is like exhaustion after this puzzle.
So I'm just going to check who we will interview tonight. One moment. Victor, yeah. So Victor, if you're there, I know he said he had to check his internet, but yes, you can turn your camera on, and I can't see you right now.
Oh, but my camera is on.
Oh, there we go. There we see you.
Yes.
Hi, Victor.
Hey.
Congrats.
Hi.
Yeah. So Christian has doesn't feel comfortable speaking. Doing an interview in English. So we're jumping ahead to Victor. So tell us how you went about the puzzle today.
I did it quite the opposite way that I would do it if I was doing it outside of the competition. So I actually started with the sky. It was kind of a gradient at some places, but there were also so many white pieces. But you could easily tell the whitish pieces from the water from the sky. So it was kind of easy to just do that. And I also recognized each piece that I had with the sky and the mountain. So I just made the outline and didn't even like connect those pieces, but I knew where they should go. So I had like a little more tips to like go on. Yeah, the sky was kind of all right. I struggled at the very end with the sky, but yeah, for the most part it was okay. Then I was like, maybe I should just do the lightest bits of the water and do the gradient downwards. And actually this puzzle is very, it has a very good differentiation between the right side and the left side. Because the left side is like bluish gradient and the right side is greenish.
Yeah.
So it was really easy to know which pieces go where.
I can't see that at all. Sorry, say that again. You say that the left side is a bit more bluish, or?
Yeah, on the pieces, because on the image it is all green, but on the pieces it's blue and green.
Okay.
You can kind of, if you look at Patrick's little square there at the top left, you can kind of see that the left side is a little bit more blue and the right side is a little bit more green.
Yeah, I can even take like 1-2 pieces from both of the sides and show you. So we have like those two. Oh, wait. I dropped it. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can
this
see
is the
it,
blue
yeah.
and this is green.
Yeah.
Okay, so say that again out loud for everyone who is listening. Which side is bluish and which side is green?
The left side is blue.
The left side is blue. There you have it, a hint from Victor.
A little bit more blue. I mean, I guess this is, I've recently done this test you can do online of like how well can you differentiate colors. And they do the differentiation with the blue and the green, because some people cannot see the differences between blue and green very well, and then other people can. So you're definitely at an advantage in the puzzling world and also in the speed puzzling world if you're really good at differentiating your colors.
Yeah, and I think this is the main strength of Christian, because this puzzle is this kind of image that you already know where pieces should go exactly. You know that they should go somewhere around here, and Christian is very fast with just following the piece cut. So if a puzzle is like obvious with where the pieces should go, it is like lightning speed. So I am not surprised. It was the same with the Bora Bora puzzle. He wasn't participating in the EJJs back then, but I think the best times there were like 52 by Chiara, and I was second in that competition, and he did it in 35. So I knew what was going to happen tonight when I saw the image.
Yeah. So did you enjoy this puzzle, Victor? Did you have fun?
Yes, I did for the most part. But when I reached the darker side of the reflections, because of the lightning that I had here, I couldn't really tell apart the trees and the reflection of the trees. When I take the puzzle now and put it like in a place where there is no glare, which I couldn't do in the competition, I can see that the reflection is more blurry, and I was looking for it, but I couldn't see it. So this was the only part that I struggled with. Also, the mountains weren't that easy. I was expecting them to be much easier, and I even started doing them right after the sky. I mean, the right one, because the left one was kind of like green everywhere, no gradient in the mountain. So the right one was okay. It was like a more beige, yellow, and brown in the summits, and later on you had like the plain gray and then something else. So I wanted to do that, and I did the colorful parts, but I abandoned them. So I was like, yeah, if I am taking those rocks that are colorful, I also can take the wood and the boats. Then that's what I did. And when I had it, I just did the boats, and then I was like, okay, I can do it the water. I don't know. I'll do the mountains later. And that's what I ended up with. So yeah, maybe a good decision, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you should always have confidence in your decisions when you, I mean, afterwards, you know, I mean, you did that for a reason and you chose it in the moment, and then you just have to go with your choice. Victor, what the theme of today is YouTube. And I was curious, you have uploaded a few videos to YouTube yourself. So tell me a little bit about like what was your, or like what is your goal in like uploading YouTube videos? Like what are they about?
Aside from one, they are mainly about just showing all puzzlers in the world that want to see this video, how it looks like to puzzle very fast on not that easy images most of the time. Aside from the first one, which was the London podcast, of course, but this was just for bragging rights. But the other ones, I don't even have like a voiceover. It is not sped up. This is like nothing. Only thing you can hear is me flipping the pieces. And I don't know. I think at some point I would use it to, I don't know, maybe explain my point more clearly with like a practical use. If I want to explain something to like a speed puzzler that asks me a question. But generally, I just wanted to have the YouTube to be able to transfer more knowledge that I couldn't do on the Instagram. Because on the Instagram, when I was doing like daily those posts with before the Worlds with the analysis of the puzzles, most of the time, like 50%, I was running out of space because there was a limit of characters to put into the post, and I was like, this is so frustrating because I want to say so much more, but I cannot. And I kind of wanted to do it on YouTube, but I first of all, I'm very bad at like artistic stuff, and also I'm very, I would say, lazy when it comes to this. So I know that if I started doing like proper videos, when I just sit and say something and it's like a voiceover or like a graphic or something like this, or even if I just sit and talk and I just cropped it out, I'm like, I don't have time, I know. So that's what I wanted to start doing, the live streams. And I already did one of them. It is like 3.5 hours long. So I remember when it happened, I was like, listen, just treat it.
So you do have time. You do have time for it. You just
yeah, but it would take like it would take 3.5 hours to just make the content, and then I would have to spend more time on like digesting it, and I can just like, okay, here you have it.
Like a raw version kind of the of what you want to do.
And the new thing that is coming up, I actually already did this, and I just have to upload it. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram that I did this 1,000 followers special. Yeah, I think you even volunteered, right? I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, for those who don't know, I was doing a poll where I was asking speed puzzlers to give me a puzzle idea, one of the puzzles that we both have, and we would have a coaching session. Then it evolved into like, I decided that I want to do 3 different levels of like knowledge and speed puzzling as a whole. So I had the beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. So I divided all the volunteers into those 3 groups, and I randomly picked the 3 winners. And the beginner coaching session was already done on Sunday, and I have it recorded, and I just have to upload it. So this is like a new content that will be coming. So this is just me and the other person. We are doing the same puzzle, and we are talking about doing this puzzle, sharing some tips, checking on the camera of the puzzler what they could improve on, what their like way of thinking of speed puzzling can change as well. Because for me, what I discovered through like more than a year now is that speed puzzling is more of a mindset game and not really mechanical. I mean, mechanical at some level as well, but when you have this mindset and cognitive abilities, then for example, your accuracy is so high that you don't need to be fast with your hands, and you're just so amazingly fast. The best example of this, actually 2, is Kristen and Veronica from Poland. They are puzzling slowly, but they are so amazingly fast, faster than anyone.
Yeah. I really liked your idea of having puzzlers from different levels and kind of giving them like a coaching session, if you will, and then publish it for people to see, because I think anyone who identifies with one of the groups can probably learn stuff from just watching it and improving their own puzzles. What if you consume like videos about puzzling on YouTube and such, like what are the things that you are looking for in the content that you consume, or like do you maybe not consume any of it at all?
I consume a lot. I was watching current puzzles for I think 3 years now. Then I also branched out to watching Jeanette, Donna Louise. I also saw some of the videos from the casual puzzler. I don't know her name, but I recognize her face. What was next? I was watching Emilia Lieberman's videos as well at the very beginning of my speed puzzling, because I was kind of trying to see if I agree with the tips that she was sharing in the videos. Not that I was all knowing, but I was like, I have and it was at the very beginning, so it was like last year. I had so many ideas in my head that I thought that I need to like train and see and like analyze, and I came to the conclusion that basically all that she said I think she had those 2 different videos with the tips and the advanced tips. So I basically had all of them in my head already, and I was like, okay, I agree with all of them. And I also sparingly watch her content as well, if I have time. But what I look for in those videos, this is a good question. I think for Karen, it was just the excitement of watching those videos about mystery puzzles, like the lottery ones, or it was like a puzzles with a jigsaw puzzle, and it was like so awesome, and the vintage puzzles and the hands and everything. And this is like the best thing I can watch. I can watch it all day. If it was 24 hours long, I would watch it.
Like I also enjoy her, I call it like puzzle history, like when she takes a brand or a certain series of a puzzle, and then she just kind of does like a deep dive into like where's it from, who's the artist, who commissioned it, when did it come out, how many prints were there and stuff. And I always find it really interesting, also because she's mostly looking at puzzles from the US and companies from the US that I have no clue about. So I look at it as like a little bit of a history lesson, like deep geek knowledge about puzzles.
Yeah, this is the one thing I was only actually by this I was put off because I cannot even get those puzzles. They're vintage and they are only US, so there's not that relatable, and I cannot like go out there and try to look for them. But it spoke to my like collector side because I'm collecting Legos. So when I saw those videos with like a collection of vintage puzzles and this, yeah, I think you know about this blue circle puzzle that she said that is like 3 copies in the world. In those, this is in the series of the red, the brown, and white, and then it's this blue, and I was like, oh, this is so awesome. I would so look for this.
I think if you want to collect those types of puzzles, you also have to have the money to buy it, and you have to be lucky and find it like on eBay or wherever like she finds the puzzles at estate sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What so your project for now, like with your YouTube videos, is to do this this like analysis thing of the different types of puzzlers. Do you have like any other goals that are like related to puzzling, or maybe also not related to puzzling, that are coming up for you in the next I don't know, few months?
Yeah, so I am currently on my last semester of my master's studies. So I want to have a master's degree before I go to Worlds.
Okay, that's a good goal.
Yeah, I really need it and I want it because it will be taking so much time, and I am actually right now on a speed puzzling break. Crazy. Because I wanted to focus on finishing this semester because the break is coming before the next one, and it will be like whole February. It will be free. So I'll start doing things for the thesis, and I think I don't know how long the break will take, but I will keep everyone updated because sometimes a puzzle or two just pop up on my stories because I am very often looking at some secondhand sales, and they just are very tempting. So I buy them, and then I have to check if they are complete. So I have to do them. I have to.
Yeah, and I mean it's also a good balance with you know, I know what it's like to like write a thesis, and you're busy researching and sitting at a computer a lot and things like that at the library. So to do a puzzle every once in a while is also good for your brain, so that you can like focus on something else and get back to your work. Yeah, if Michelle has doesn't have another question for you, then
I have one last question.
Yeah.
I liked what you told us about Christian, since we don't have the chance to chat to him. So you said, yeah. Can you give us any more information about Christian, about why he's so good at puzzles? Like you said, because he has a really good sense of the gradient and the piece cut.
So generally with puzzles, or with this kind of puzzles?
In general, like what makes him such a good puzzler?
So I would say that the main thing he just did his whole life is puzzling. And major part of his life, this is what he told me once, is that he just did those huge puzzles. So like 6,000 is like the least that he does. So with that comes huge learned accuracy, right? And this is very true as well for Veronica. She also does huge puzzles, and even the small ones, but she's just doing puzzles, so they both are so good with just puzzles. Not, I mean, also at speed puzzling, like by default, but the main thing is that they are very good at puzzles. So what it means is that when they are seeing pieces, they are not necessarily, I mean, it depends on what the style is, but they are looking at where they should go and how they connect with what they already have. So this is quite different, actually opposite from the Dead Reckoning that I tend to do a lot, and I am learning right now how to puzzle like them. So yeah, going back, Christian is the big puzzles and the blocks of colors. So by just like his brain works in a way that he sees the outlines and he just knows almost immediately which piece goes where just by looking at the shape. So if there was a solid color puzzle, he would like fly through it, most probably. But on the other hand, this is not very great with very detailed puzzles, right? And he also learned so much about the detailed puzzles that he is so good at them, like at the very top of the people that are good with details. But not as great with those. But this level is like extraterrestrial.
Like he's not as good, but he's still the best.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the
That's
best.
right. So I think this is the main factor.
It was really interesting also watching him puzzle and just like the amount of focus that he has like on the puzzle is, yeah, you expect it also from someone who's number 3 in the world to have like that focus when they're puzzling. And yeah, you could tell that he was just like in the zone.
Yeah, and this is why it's very difficult to even, I mean, for me, this is my opinion, to determine which puzzler is like the fastest in the world, in worlds, because we only have one puzzle. And what happens if this puzzle is very detailed? Then like Christian is going to be slower, I will be faster. But if it's this, Christian will be so fast and I will be slower. So it's like, I just really wish that at some point we'll have multiple puzzles in the final for individuals, so that there's like, we have to do 2 or 3 puzzles, and then the time stops.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah, no, that's really interesting, because I've also thought like at the end of the day, it's the puzzle. Like for me, I'm good at busy puzzles and I can get close to 50 minutes with a busy puzzle. But yeah, this one here, I was like half an hour slower, or like a good 20-25 minutes slower. So the top people, like there's very little variation, but for some people it can be quite a jump or a drop depending on the puzzle. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no, it's really interesting what you mentioned about Christian. And I guess if he's so used to doing giant puzzles, like 9,000, 18,000 piece puzzles, a 500 piece puzzle just must feel so easy in comparison. So yeah, maybe that's a lesson there for all of us. If we aim big and get used to doing really big, that something small just seems so easy. Yeah, well, thanks so much, Victor, and congratulations on 2nd place today on a really tricky puzzle. And thanks for sharing with us. And yeah, what's your YouTube channel? Is it Victor D Puzzler?
Yeah, it's the same as the Instagram, but with like spaces.
Okay, Victor D Puzzler YouTube. All right. Well, thanks very much, and we'll see you next time, Victor.
Thank you. Bye.
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 So I've lost track about how many people have finished. The last time was 29. 30, 1, 32, 33, 34, 35, 41, 42.
Yeah, so what you were saying there in the end, that if you're used to doing bigger puzzles and then you do a 500 piece puzzle, then it suddenly, yeah, it must feel like much easier. And I noticed this last weekend when I did a 300 piece puzzle. And suddenly I was done in 30 minutes and I was like, oh my God, this is what all these fast puzzlers feel like when they do a 500 piece puzzle and they finish in half an hour. And I had so much energy afterwards and I was like, let's do it again. And so that must be a similar feeling to when you're like used to doing 1,000 1,500, 2,000 piece puzzles, and then suddenly you do a 500 piece puzzle. It must just be like, oh, like this is easy. Everything is so big.
Yeah, and I think that's also
because when you do like,
I think that's also something we can learn from speed running 1,000 piece puzzles. If we can train ourselves to go the longer distance, and that's something I learned from Amelia in one of the first videos that I saw from her. She said, don't just train like just 500 piece puzzles. Like she compared it to like running a race or running a marathon. Someone who runs running a 10K race, like somebody who runs regularly above that will find doing a 10K race like so much easier as opposed to someone who's only practiced 10 kilometers. And here it's like going the distance will help you get faster with the shorter or the smaller amounts. All right, so yeah, we've had just close to 50 finishes. And we're at 1 hour and 25 minutes. So we started with over 80 participants. So we still have about 30 to 35 people still puzzling. So yeah, keep on going, everyone. 35 minutes to go. If you are aiming for 90 minutes, you have just under 5 minutes. And Charlene is very close, and Claudia as well. So keep on pushing, everyone.
Yeah, and so is Mandy also getting towards finishing.
Yeah, so Kati, third place today. If you're there, you can tune in. Hi, Kati.
Hi.
Hi, Kati.
Congratulations, and yeah, tell us what you thought of this puzzle today.
I think it's beautiful. Other than what you said, I actually like these kinds of puzzles, like with big color blocks and like gradients everywhere. I actually really like this type of puzzle. But still, I struggled a lot with it because I was totally not in speed puzzling mode when I started it. I don't know what was going on, but during the flipping, I decided to start with, I think I wanted to start with the sky, and then I saw the pieces for the boat, and then I saw the pieces for the water, and then I sorted out like mini piece piles, but nothing really till the end. So it was complete chaos. I don't know what was going on. I think just as Victor said, I'm also on a speed puzzling break right now because of university. So probably it's just I'm out of training. I don't know how to approach it like without having to think about it. So that's probably why I had a complete mess on my table.
Did you feel like a little overwhelmed, like you didn't really know what you should start with, so you were just kind of hopping around, or what was the feeling?
I think the problem is when I see a puzzle and it looks easy, and I think I could start with any part of the image, I can't decide what I want to do first. Like then I see one section and think, yeah, this is even easier. So I decide let's like start out these pieces, but then I see another section that might be even easier. So I just have to focus on on sorting out one section. I know that it's happening many times when I do speed puzzles, but not now. I still have time to train when like my semester's over and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and yet you did really well. You came in third place, despite your. I mean, honestly, from the outside, like I could not tell that you were in any way struggling. So it was definitely not visible from the outside. Do you often do these types of puzzles, like photographs, landscapes, or I think you I don't know. I see you like do all kinds of puzzles. So I'm just wondering.
I kind of do all kinds of puzzles because I just train everything kind of, and I don't really decide by image. I just decide by have I done this before or not. So that's basically what I do.
You don't discriminate.
Yeah, but I think for like puzzles, I would choose just because it's pretty. I would actually buy this one because I really like it.
Yeah, it's a nice photograph. So let's, I don't know, did you answer something to the question from the
I don't quite remember.
No, you didn't write anything. So okay, then it's new territory completely. Do you watch any puzzle content on YouTube or like other
well,
places?
I think just like everyone, I started or I got to know the speed puzzling community through Karen Puzzles, and I'm still watching some of her videos, but recently not too many videos at all because I'm busy with university. It's sad, but everything is just about the thesis. So yeah, but usually I do watch Karen Puzzles. But yeah, that's probably mostly it. I think I don't watch any other channels, to be honest.
Would you have like maybe a wish for like what kind of content or like puzzle content you would like to see? That maybe it doesn't exist, or maybe it exists and then people can tell you about it.
Well, I think I like the competition videos because it's so relatable.
I mean, you're in it all the time, so yeah, I can understand why you like to watch it.
But also the national competitions or other local competitions. It's just fun to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of the time challenges like doing 12-hour marathons or stuff. How many puzzles can you do? Or also giant puzzles. How long do you really take to solve 9,000 piece puzzle or something like that? So yeah, these types of videos, not necessarily speed puzzling related. I also watch normal videos about just nerd facts about puzzles.
Yeah, if you can call them like normal.
Yeah. For a puzzle nerd, normal.
Yes. Do you have like any topics like related to, then not necessarily related to speed puzzling, but maybe topics that have to do just with the puzzle community, or yeah, anything that has to do with the more general like vibe of the whole like community coming up like within the like YouTube space? I don't know, this is like kind of a vague question.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
Yeah, I realized after I asked this question that it's kind of a vague question. So you said you're on a bit of a break, puzzle break or a speed puzzle break right now, but are you still doing puzzles just for fun, even if you're on a speed puzzle break?
I'm doing like 99, the new Ravensburger, like these tiny boxes, these ones, the puzzle moment. I'm doing these like as a break between writing on my thesis, and then whenever I feel like I know I need to stop, then I'm doing these tiny puzzles. And also sometimes in the evening when I'm like calling with my sister or my friends, I'm doing like bigger puzzles while talking to them. Yeah, but speed puzzling, I really don't like have the time to really dedicate 1 hour just to practice or even more. It's just like currently I'm just doing the EJJs to not forget everything I do.
Not get rusty.
Yeah. And also like kind of practicing for the German nationals. But that's all I'm doing like regarding speed puzzling.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to be at the German nationals, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yes, and are you competing in all the categories?
Yes, I will be a pair with Chiara, and in teams we're going to be together with my sister, so it's only going to be the three of us. Okay. And because of the international rule that has been discussed, we are not in the prize pool. We're just competing for fun, and probably will get a puzzle prize, but not the official ranking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fun. So yeah, then I'm looking forward to seeing you there, like on the stream.
Mhm.
And if Michelle has any more questions for you.
Yeah, I just had to step away for a minute, so maybe you've already talked about this. But Kati, you do have a YouTube channel. You just did like a few videos. Did you talk about that already?
I think I only uploaded a video once when I was doing the circle of colors in like 26 minutes or something.
Okay.
But I don't even know my YouTube name, so it's not a big thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if I will ever upload another video.
Well, I have watched that video, and I have also recommended it to somebody else who was speed puzzling the animals. And I said, "Oh, you got to check out Kati's video." Like, I had it playing next to me while I was cooking, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing! It's in real time." So actually, I did bring home the animals' circle of colors like yesterday, and it's actually on my plan to watch your video again. So now that I actually have it, because it's one thing to watch it when I don't actually own the puzzle, but I am looking forward to that and to getting some of your tips.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Do you watch the live streams of like the American nationals? Is that something that interests you?
I think I would, but I don't know when it's going to be. I have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, so their competition is in April. And last year there were live streams, so I'm hoping and assuming that this year there will also be live streams. But yeah, so yeah, congratulations, Kati. That's amazing. You're like so now I've started a little streak next to your name.
Yeah.
Because my kids are obsessed with like Duolingo, and they're always talking about streaks and that. And I'm like, oh look, and then I was like, hang on. I was going through the I was like, I feel like, Kati's been on the podium a few times in a row, and I went back and I was like, oh, wow. So
I like that.
Yeah, so
I just saw a meme the other day, like somebody applied for a job, and for language skills, they put like Japanese 600-day streak on Duolingo.
Yeah, no.
I think that qualifies.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has quite a long streak for learning Dutch, so yeah, no, that's pretty cool. So I thought, oh, well, we can apply that to why not apply that to being on the podium?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah,
I feel like it even motivates me a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, keep the streak up.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. It's about motivation. It's like, yeah, can I do one more? Can I just add one more to that? So yeah, well, thanks so much for being such an active participant, and making it so exciting for us to watch. And
Thank you.
We'll when are you next competing again?
I think on Sunday as a pair with Jana.
For 1,000 pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting. Very nice. All right. Well, we'll see you then on Sunday. And thanks so much for your time tonight.
See you. Thanks for having me.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. I'm just going to update the screen because I was a bit distracted there for a moment. So on screen we have Jessica, Simona, Judith, Rachel, and Mandy Smith. And we're at 1 hour and 38 minutes. So a lot more people are going to be finishing. So keep pushing, everyone. Oh, I just wanted to put Catherine on there, and she just pressed done. Okay, Catherine, I was getting there. All right. So everyone's doing really well. Great. So yeah, just a reminder to everyone, if you have finished and you'd like to continue listening to the live stream, please just hop over to YouTube and then leave us a comment. We'd love to know what you thought about the puzzle. And then we can keep a better track of those who are still puzzling. So I've just invited Amelia back in, since she is the expert here on YouTube and puzzling, and love to I think it's something we've never actually talked about. I don't think we've had many conversations with Amelia. And she has her little friend there. Hi, Amelia.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
So Tell us about the puzzle today. Like, what was your strategy? How did it go? How did you like it?
Oh boys, I kind of like the image. Yes, I do have a more of a style of kind of like chaos puzzling. It doesn't really work with this type of puzzles. But I've been doing recently those like monster animal puzzles. You know, like the red panda and the kitten and the otter and the panda is also on my list for this week. So I think that probably helped a little bit. I just knew that if you do the water, you just have to collect all of the pieces. You cannot just take a couple and then try to put them somewhere. It's kind of like layers, how you have to do the gradients. Yeah, I was a bit struggling with the mountains. And then also the darker water was a bit tricky for me. And then I only afterwards realized that it's like the water is actually a reflection of the mountains and stuff. Mm-hmm. So if I would have realized that, I would have probably be able to kind of like mirror some of the details on it, but it didn't even occur to me. So yeah, but I really liked the puzzle. It was fun. Obviously, I started with the boat. I assume a lot of people probably did the same.
Yeah, people started with the boat. People started with the sky. People started with the path into the water. I still don't know really what to call it, but I've just been calling it that. Yeah, those were like the most popular starting points, and just the edge. And then most people did the water first and then kind of moved their way up to the mountains, and then other people worked their way like top down. But most people ended with the darker parts and the mountains. And then we had a few people that ended with the gradient in the bottom. And yeah, and that went faster than the people that had to put in the mountains.
All right, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, different strategies. I mean, there were like big elements on this puzzle. So it's just kind of like you have to pick one thing and then you start with that and then you continue with the next.
Oh yeah, definitely. This is one of those things that if you choose, for example, to do the water, you kind of like have to go with it, because there isn't really like, it almost feels like every part of this puzzle is a little bit hard. So if you kind of get into this trap, like, oh, this is going too slow, so I will switch to something else. But you kind of just have to push it through, I think.
Yeah. Well, we finally have a YouTuber here that we can talk about YouTube.
One video this year so far.
Well, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And I always enjoy your videos. I think they're really informative and they're really good for people to watch, to just get like tips on speed puzzling, and also just like, general like fun and informations about puzzles, and it's all about puzzles. So maybe just explain to people that are watching that haven't seen your channel kind of what it is about and what is your like main focus.
So I think for most people, they watch mainly my tips videos, and there's also like a playlist for it in my channel, so you can easily find all the pairs, teams, different kind of level tips. And then I do usually videos of the events that I go, maybe some preparation videos. So I think that's kind of like the main focus. However, what I personally actually like to do is this random, like I did this moving puzzle video, but nobody watches those. So it's kind of like, it's what I like to do the most, but nobody cares. So it's kind of like a hard balance of like which one to do. And and then of course I have the speed up program there, which is like under membership, which I really like, because the original reason why I went to YouTube and then I was like, oh, this is the best channel ever, is because I'm a little bit long-winded. So I can definitely agree with what Victor said earlier, that it's really hard to give tips or like that on an Instagram with the limitations of the characters and, like text, and it needs to be, it doesn't work too well. Then I went to YouTube. I I have kind of realized that I'm also a little bit too long-winded to YouTube. But I'm really happy with the coaching sessions because those I can talk 2 hours, just me, blah, 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 blah. And then I recently, actually this last week, I started, I created this Twitch account. I've never used it. I'm completely newbie there. So I'm just streaming my daily puzzle practices and also these EJJs and commenting on myself, which is usually just a bunch of nonsense that comes out of my mouth with nonsense. But I actually enjoy it quite a lot. And also apparently Twitch deletes the videos after 7 days, like past broadcast or something after 7 days. So then I don't have to worry about if there's something stupid I said, it will be gone in a week.
So you mentioned before that the things or the videos that you enjoy doing more maybe get like less views than like other videos that you make. So yeah, that seems like a bit of a struggle because of course, I mean, you would want to do like things that you enjoy more. So is there maybe like a way that you could still do like the fun ones and just leave them there and like not care about if people watch it, or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't honestly care, but then also like I do marketing for a living. So for me, it's kind of like hard to ignore when I do something that I know it's not gonna like work in a way. But that's also the reason why I really like the Twitch. So I think I can just put every random fun stuff over there in a way that it won't like harm my YouTube channel. And then, as you said, it's about the quality, not the quantity. So maybe just do less frequently videos for the YouTube. I had a big plan starting this year that I had a plan and everything that once a week there will be a video. I had the content ideas down, but honestly, I just hate editing. I don't even enjoy the filming itself that much. So they haven't come yet. But yeah, there is some videos coming, trying to film tomorrow. Also something, but yeah, it's a hard balance because in a way, like obviously nobody should post on social media just for others, but then on the other hand, like nobody actually posts on social media just for themselves. So yeah, hard to balance.
Is it hard for you to come up with ideas for videos? Because I watch your videos and I was like, oh, that's such a great idea. Like, how did she come up with this? And so I'm assuming you put like a lot of effort into like thinking of these things and then.
Yes and no. I think a lot. Like it's like, why is my husband laughing in the background? So it's like I get the best ideas, you know, when you take your dog to a walk or in a shower or something. And I have like I always write notes of everything that comes to my mind. So I have like 257 notes on my phone right now. So yeah, there is a lot of ideas. I wouldn't say that that's the problem. The only thing I don't like to do is scripting, and I don't script myself, and it makes the filming and editing a tiny little bit tricky. But yeah, I just don't like to do that. I just like to go with the flow, and then I will have troubles later.
So which like other content do you watch on YouTube? Do you watch other puzzle content?
Oh, this is embarrassing. I don't actually watch YouTube. I've never watched YouTube even before, like puzzles. I don't really spend that much time scrolling social media in general. There are a few YouTubers that I have watched, but not like frequently. I should though, just because I want to also like support people. I know it's hard to get views, and you know, so if I go and watch something, I always want to leave a comment and, you know, thumbs up and maybe share the link to somebody to support, because it is really hard to come up with content and film and edit and then put it there for everybody. But no, I don't really watch YouTube or anything else either. I think it's more
maybe,
like, yeah.
I think maybe it'll keep your ideas also fresh.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna like, I mean, if you would like copy something, it's not actually copying, but it's just you had the same idea.
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
true.
time.
You also don't want to like watch too much. If you're like looking for ideas, you don't want to watch too much of other people's videos because easily you almost like forget where that idea came from, and then a lot of people do the same content. I tried when there was like the Halloween calendar. I wanted to do like YouTube shorts, like every day opening the calendar thing, and then I realized that there's like at least 10 other people doing the same. So I was like, well, I don't really enjoy this much that I want to like really spend my time and do the puzzles with the camera. So let's just, other people have that. There's no need to have one person doing the same thing. So
Yeah. And how do you balance like the management of your YouTube, the filming, the this, the that, and then also you do the coaching and you have a job, and I know like you have a life, you have a dog, and all of this. So like how's your work-life balance with juggling all of these different things?
the amount of hours that I put on puzzle stuff in comparison what it brings in, if any, is completely ridiculous. Now the good thing is that obviously I'm an entrepreneur. I have a company. Thank God I do not have that close business partners because they would probably kill me over the fact of how much I spend time on my puzzle stuff, which kind of like is fun. But that time is quite often away from actually developing my actual business. So yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of like curious of how far I could, for example, take the puzzle coaching and stuff. Obviously, at this point, it does bring an actual money, but not like that I could like do just that. And plus, also, I'm a person who would never do just one thing. I like to do all kind of project and everything. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's definitely a lot.
Yeah, and maybe puzzles help you also balance it. Like if you do the puzzle, it'll like you can keep your mind off of all these things and like just focus on your puzzle.
Yeah. But that's actually something I should do more because I think I'm kind of like, when you spend so much time on the puzzle coaching and the content creation, and then you almost always have a camera on when you're doing a puzzle, then sometimes you really need to also just do the puzzles for fun. So you don't completely turn your hobby into a business or just like competing. So yeah, that's definitely one of my goals for this year. I really need to get a grip on that because so far it almost seems like everything is for filming or coaching, or somebody did this puzzle and asked for tips, now I have to do this puzzle. So yeah, more enjoyment with the puzzles is the goal for this year.
Yes, carve out puzzle enjoyment time. Yeah, Michelle, if you have any more questions for Emilia.
Yes, I do have a question, well, more of a comment from my side, but I just want to point out we have just over 7 minutes left and we have 13 people still puzzling. Irma is just a handful of pieces away. She's going to finish, doing really well there, as is Kirsty. And Everly is really close as Marie. So everybody keep on puzzling. Go Everly, Kirsty, Jana Lena, Marie, Irma, Fanny, Kirsten K, Anna, Jonas, Nevis, Aurelia, Sandra, and Michelle. So keep on pushing. And yes, just 7 minutes to go. So Emilia, some of the videos that I really enjoy from you and which I found really helpful were about the specific events, because when I organized my event in Trier, I hadn't actually been to any speed puzzling competitions myself. I'd only done online competitions. So I really appreciated the reviews about like, well, this is what they're doing in Sweden and look how detailed they are. They're going around and measuring the spaces in between the tables and like, and I was like, oh really? Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. We need to have enough space between the tables. And it was just interesting hearing like how they organize the competitions and what it was like kind of traveling to those events. So my question is, will you also be filming and like reviewing some of the competitions that you'll be attending in the coming months?
Yes. Well, First of all, I'm actually partnering up with this Swedish association this year. So even though we kind of like collaborated also last year, I was helping them out. This year they're partnering with the Speed Up. So yeah, definitely from there again. And I think Swedish association is the best. They do things so well. So I think there's a lot of other points to bring up also from this year. I know they already have a better venue and everything. So definitely then I'm also going to the Belgium. Well, I haven't actually discussed with them. I would love to maybe visit the venue beforehand, but yeah, definitely we'll be doing a recap from there and also go through like how was the event organized, and yeah, maybe also from Norway if I happen to go there. And yeah, then obviously the bigger events that are coming during the summer. But yeah, I actually I do enjoy doing those event reviews, and yeah, definitely will be those coming at latest on March.
Yeah, no, that's great because I can't go to any of those competitions, so I always enjoy those types of. Yeah, I think I enjoy those videos the most, not only from you, but from like Karen's videos, like when she went to the Winter Carnival last year, and also Donna Louise did a video about the Chinese National Puzzle Championships. And I thought that was really fascinating because we're kind of used to like the Ravensburger way of doing things, and like, you know, the solo, the pairs, the teams, and using 500-piece and 1,000-piece puzzles. And in China, you got a bunch of puzzles, 200-piece and 350 in a square and a round one, and you just get them all at the once and you just puzzle them until you're like done. And it was just interesting to see how they do it in other parts of the world. So yeah, I guess there won't be anything as surprising at the European events.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm always interested kind of like what's happening behind the scenes and like how much actually effort goes into it, because it's so easy to go to an event and be like, oh, everything, like, you know, when you do things well, you make them look so easy. So people don't know, obviously always realize how much work actually goes into things and how much there is like already like months before discussed and planned and organized and contacted other people, and obviously always the volunteers is something I want to bring up, because that's, you know, we do need volunteers, and nothing is gonna run on its own at this point yet. So if you can ever volunteer, do that.
Yeah, I agree. The puzzle community lives of the volunteers. There were so many people volunteering even at the world level. Michelle, you were volunteering at the world event as well, and every organizer is always looking for people to volunteer. So if you feel like it, just contact the organizers for any event, because I'm sure they'll be happy to have more people.
Yeah. Great. So, yeah, well, thanks so much, Amelia. Yeah, missed out closely from the less than a minute behind Kati. Missed out on a podium place today, but I'm really close, really well done. And I'm glad that we had a chance to chat with you anyway. So thanks for sharing a bit about your YouTube experience so far. And I look forward to seeing more videos from you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Okay, so just 2 minutes out, and oh, Marie just finished, and yay! Good on, Marie. Yeah, so if you didn't know, I just announced today that the next dates for March and April. So we'll be having 11 competitions in March and April, and 2 of them will be of a new format, which we're nicknaming the 50+ club. So this is for people who, well, how we're describing it is that if you are able to get under 50 minutes on a first attempt at least 6 times, then this competition is not for you. So this is the competition for the people who are like of 50 minutes and above. So we're calling this like, this is for the rising stars, for like the next tier of like speed puzzlers who are coming through, but who are not quite at like the elite level yet. And we want to give everyone a opportunity to, have this type of competition. So what do you think about that, Catherine?
Yeah, I mean, I love the idea. I'm definitely in the 50+ club. So I'll be happy to compete in one of those. Yeah, I think it'll be fun because it'll give people who usually kind of place in the middle-ish, or like who just miss being like in the top 10, in the top 20, a chance to be in the top 10 and be in the top 20. And
8,
also,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
Stop.
So sorry to interrupt there, Catherine. Well done, everyone.
No worries.
Oh, Jana has one piece.
Left.
Wow, no. Okay, put it in. Oh, too bad. Okay, Yadalina. So Yadalina had one piece missing. So everybody else, count the pieces that are not 3 or more connected. So everything that's 3 or more you can keep as built, and the rest you just add up the leftover pieces and write that in the chat, and that will be used to determine the rankings. But well done for puzzling for 2 hours. That was quite a sluggish puzzle.
Yeah, and what an achievement. I mean, everybody is like so close to finishing. I mean, all of you have made like really good progress, and to puzzle for 2 hours straight is not easy.
Yeah, you can see everyone has that last mountain and reflection in the water as like the final frontier. All right. So you're in the 50+ club.
Yes. Firmly in the 50+ club.
Yeah, so I had a few people write to me and say like wanted some more clarification on like the level of it. So we have to make a cutoff, and a cutoff that is quite clean, that everyone can look at it and decide if they're in that, if they're eligible to participate in that group or not. So if, for example, you have done the London postcard 12 times and you can do it under 50 minutes, that doesn't really count because it wasn't your first attempt. But if you can do if you have done 6 or more puzzles on a first attempt under 50 minutes, then obviously you are at a certain level. You've reached like the next benchmark or the next milestone, and basically you are at that level now that you can go under 50s. If you've only done under 50 like once or twice, like maybe it was like really lucky, or like, just a fluke, or you're just starting to cross over that border, then you are able to enter in that competition. So there's some. So Blitz says she's not available for that one. Okay. Do you have any more information? I will be posting some more some stories in the coming days as we kind of clarify this and before they go on sale. Yeah, but we did just want to basically give more people a chance to get a feeling of what it's like at the top, and not always to be like have like 20 people finish ahead of you, kind of that, to basically let's see who's like the next level coming up, and who's in the running for that one. All right, so everyone has counted their pieces. Unfortunately, Jana only had one left. And
that's unfortunate. Oh.
Yeah. All right, Neva says that she was unlucky to get Bora Bora and this one for her competitions. All right, these two are very tricky puzzles. I mean, those are the 2 landscape photos that I've picked so far. There might be more coming up, but they are more Ravensburger-like, and that they are just more tricky. But we all need this extra training. All right, so thanks everyone for joining tonight, and thanks Catherine for your company. And
Yes.
you'll be commentating again soon, won't you?
Yeah, I'll be again here on Sunday, and I'm really excited. It will be the first time I'm commentating on pairs, and also the first time commentating on a 1,000-piece puzzle. So it's a double premiere for me.
Yeah, and the time limit will be 3 hours, so longer than normal. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So I'm looking forward to that competition as well. And we had a great competition on Sunday with the solo 1000, and there's more people asking for these 1000 competitions. In the next batch of 11 competitions, so in March and April, it was just a bit few short on Sunday, so there's only the solo 1000, but I do plan that from May onwards there will be more regularly 1000 solos and 1000 pairs as it fits. All right, well, thanks so much, Catherine, and thanks to everyone on YouTube, and yeah, see you at the next competition. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.